Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of What She Said right here on redmediaradio.com. And if you're viewing us, then welcome back to our podcast right here on YouTube. I'm Latif, your host, also the owner of Anaj Health and Beauty. You can find me on Facebook at INOJ Health and Beauty. That's also where you can find What She Said, the card game for women, about women, invented by this woman right here. So go ahead, place your orders on that Nod Health and Beauty Facebook page, and I will personally get those games right out to you. But today I have a very, very special guest co-host, and her name is Shan. So Shan, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Shandanae Baskin. I go by Shan. I am a filmmaker that focuses on directing and writing, love music, mojitos, and video games.
Mojitos.
Mojitos.
All right, Shan. So we're going to learn more about what it is that Shan does. I am so excited. I'm so excited. But let's talk about the topic. The topic is you are quite the character. Ladies, sometimes we just have people in our lives and it's just like, man, I could write a book. I could make a movie. You are just a character. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not so good. But Shan, let's talk about the men first.
Okay.
Think of men in situations where you're just like, you are quite the character.
Men in situations that they are quite the character. I would say when men don't want to like, they date you and then like say they buy you something, but they expect something in return.
Mm-hmm.
Men are quite the character.
What she said.
Like, boy, you brought me a happy meal, and you think I'm supposed to kiss you now? Like what? Like, nah.
What she said. What she said. Let me say. I'm going to say, you are, for men, you're quite the character when haven't been in this situation in a long, long time. But when you base somebody else's actions around mine, it's like you are quite the character. So you just think that everybody is just like that person. Like every woman is just like that person. Like, no.
Right.
No, you being real character like right now. Like you got your own little book, movie, something going on, and you just like just putting people where you want them to be at.
Right. Right. Quite the character.
Yeah. And speaking of characters and books and movies, Shan, why don't you let the listeners and viewers know a little more about you and what you do?
All right. So like I mentioned, I'm a filmmaker, the writer, director. That means I write a lot of screenplays, short films, and I actually produce them and make them. We're currently right now, I'm getting ready to work on my first feature film, which means a film, not a short film. Ooh. Excited about that. But directing and filmmaking isn't easy. It's a tough job. You got to collaborate with different people. Sometimes you don't get along with people, or you just got people that just want to undermine you because they want what you have for themselves. So you got to deal with that. It's always a power struggle. But that's it. I just direct what Spike Lee do. Just direct. I be behind the scenes directing people, trying to make sure they give their best performance, and I'm just trying to make sure we make great projects. So
okay, all right. You mentioned Spike Lee, and I'm glad you did because that's our boy in our community. Spike Lee is the man.
Yes.
So if you had to say who inspired you, a role model in the filmmaking industry, who would it be?
I would definitely have to say Spike Lee, man. Spike Lee is like number one on my list. I want to meet him. I want to talk to him and show him my work. Excuse me. And Ava DuVernay, because she's like the only Black female I see that's operating at a high level in Hollywood.
Okay.
And oh my gosh, Paul Thomas Anderson. He directed Magnolia and Boogie Nights.
Okay.
He definitely inspired my work a lot. But like I said, the number one person would probably be Spike Lee and John Singleton, because it was the first time I saw like Black stories in the cinema space. Not just, let's just go make a movie. But no, they actually was told in a very cinematic way as far as Do the Right Thing goes. That movie is still relevant. Like, I watched that movie for the first time a couple of years ago, and I was so amazed, like, oh my gosh, it's still relevant. I believe it happened right after or during 2020 when all of the marches was going on because of George Floyd. So that movie really touched me. So Yeah, Spike Lee is number one. I know every black filmmaker say that, but
Yep. But hey, that's
hey,
what
we
he
got to give
did.
respect to our, to the OGs.
Yes, yes, that is exactly what he did. He has inspired all of us. Um,
hmm
so what are you working on right now? What are you working on? I don't want to say it. I've seen it. I love it. But why don't you tell the listeners and viewers what it is that you're working on and how can they get to view it?
Man, all right, guys. So right now we shot a short film called After Dusk maybe a year and a half ago. We just released it to the world a week ago. Before we released it to the world, we did a film festival run. We got to 2 festivals. And right now I'm just pushing the project, promoting the project, enjoying conversations like this with Latif. Said your name right, Latif?
Latif, yep, but some people call
Latif.
me Latif.
Jesus. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because it's
It's
just
all
like the
right.
singer. It's just
Yep,
like
like
the
Queen
singer.
Latifah, but no
I got it.
Yep.
Latif. So yeah, so right now we're just pushing After Dusk. It came out a week ago, or whenever you air this podcast, it came out on October the 28th.
Okay.
It's been doing very well, very successful. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Shout out to my cast and crew, to our investors. Shout out to everybody that's been watching it. People love the film. Like, that's like seriously. I'm like, I don't know if these people trying to gas my head up, but
Right. No, it was good.
they love the film. Like, I've been hearing positive feedback all day, like all week, and it's just been, as a director, oh god, so much pressure has been taken off my shoulders because it was a long journey to get to this moment. So that's what we're working on right now, and we got a couple of things coming up next, but the big thing is the feature film. Like, getting ready to shoot that next year, so I'm excited about that.
Okay. All right. Any little small synopsis about the feature film, or is it something that you just
let's see, because even though I work at an independent level, you still got to protect yourself as a filmmaker, because I mentioned a lot of people try to undermine you, or they want what you got, so it's a mess. But the feature film is about a relationship. It's about a relationship with 2 Gen Zers.
Okay.
But they're like older Gen Zers. I'm not talking about like TikTok Gen Zers.
Right.
But they, I think Gen Zers, they gotta be like 25, 24 now. So around that age. But it's a story about a guy who wants to fulfill his life. He's a college dropout. His wife, his fiance is a dentist who's looking to own her own practice. So he doesn't feel like he's the breadwinner in the relationship, and he kind of go through depression, and he's insecure about that. So he finally get the opportunity to go hard at something he loves, and basically he go all the way in, and he just basically jump off the cliff and put his relationship in jeopardy with his fiance. Gotcha. So that's what the story is about. Don't want to give
the fluff, right?
Yeah, the fluff, but that's what the general. It's about a relationship. It's about us want to be fulfilled in life, want to chase our dreams, and just, I don't know if people ever had that moment in which I'm pretty sure everybody can relate, when you feel like, man, I'm not doing what I love, or I'm not reaching my potential, or just those things that we feel, and some of the themes that we want to play with. So reality and fantasy is a major theme in the movie. So
yeah. All right. So since we're talking about the men right now, before we go to break, as far as your journey, what you're doing, what is it that you're noticing about some of the men that you work with? Because you always said, people try to overlook you. People try to take your shine. They try to, is put you to the back, as my fiance would say, make you the gray eyes. What are the pros and cons of working with the men in the industry?
Woo. So, like, I work with some amazing men in the industry, and also worked with some men who just try to overstep or just undermine me. And the pros and cons is, like, when you do have men who doesn't care, like, what you look like, what your gender is, and we're just all here to do a job. It flows so well. Everything is in sync. It's amazing. But there's times where I worked on a set, I'm a director, so I'm like the head of the set.
Right.
I worked on a set where there was times where my DP, he was a male, and he was trying to take over my set. I'm telling him, like, hey, we should get this. he didn't want to listen to me at all. So you do find those guys who is very traditional and they like to undermine you and things like that. But you just got to stand your ground and just be strong and don't take stuff personal, because at the end of the day, I know I am in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm in the South. So that's another thing. The men in the South is like act completely different from the men up north, like from Michigan. Because in Michigan, they expect for women to be a certain type of way, more dominant, not dominant, but what's the word?
Just can hold her own.
Yeah. They, you know, but out here, I could tell it's like a traditional sense of what a woman can and what she should do. Like a lot of men isn't used to that. So, but like I said, when I do work with the men who don't care about that, it's amazing. Like one of my producers, Matt, I love working with Matt. Matt gets on my nerves. He's a white guy. He's a white guy. He gets on my nerves, but you know, we got our own little relationship where we can say our jokes, and some of the jokes be, you know, insider jokes or whatever.
Right.
But like I said, men, like people don't want to give me my respect. They like don't tag me in the post.
Wow.
Don't tag me. What the heck? Don't tag me in the post. You know, just don't want to give me my respect. Just want to undermine me under every step of the way. It's tough. It gets difficult, but like my fiance, I know he got my back. And like I said, when people undermine you, there's something wrong with them. There's insecurity within themselves. There's something going on. So I try to lead with love and compassion, but at the same time, I have to take my respect.
That's right.
Like when I see somebody make a post, this just happened. Somebody made a post and about the movie, but then tagged me like, Shanna's the director and writer. Yeah. You know, I didn't like that, so I went ahead and tagged myself underneath his post. And it wasn't that I was trying to be funny, but I'm just like, yo, this is my work. You're going to respect me enough to say, you know, she was the writer and director in spite of how you feel. Because I don't care about how you feel and think I care about this project and getting it out. So it's tough. It's tough. It's a male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
It's a boys' club, which I kind of fit in because I'm a tomboy.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I didn't have those tomboy elements. Like I do like to play video games. I love superhero movies. So I can relate to men, you know, but yeah, it's tough. Another example, like people just don't want to listen to me. You know, I tell them something, they don't want to listen. They want to do it their way. And we got to go around the corner before we can do what I told them to do. Like I know what I'm talking about. So as a woman, you just got to be strong. Don't take nothing personally, but just make sure you stand your ground. So, yeah.
That's right. That's right. What she said, you are the woman. You are the woman. You are, Shan. So we're going to take a quick break. And speaking of women, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the women in our lives and the characters and their characteristic traits that some of them may display to us. Right here on redmediaradio.com.
Like I said, there's an art to this hitman shit that you'll never understand. There's our end.
Don't look at me like that.
See, look. It's nothing.
All right, everybody, we're back, and I'm talking to the amazing Miss Shan, a film director and a woman who wears many hats, but you have to listen to the interview to learn more about what it is that she does. But we're talking about You are quite a character. That's the topic. You are quite the character. So we talked about the men. So let's talk about the women now, Shan. When you think of that phrase, you are quite the character. When it comes to women, what comes to mind?
Well, quite the character. What comes to mind? I would say women that's just loud and over the top.
Oh, what she said.
Man, like, now I'm older, I really enjoy peace.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
don't like nothing to be too loud. I don't like to hear loud noises. And sometimes you get people like women come in the room, they be, just be big. Just be big as ever. So yeah, they are quite the character. But sometimes I do love those big personalities in different
Yeah.
situations. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. Sometimes I like it, and sometimes
Yeah,
I
when you drinking wine, it's like, but
Yeah.
like when you chilling on the couch trying to watch a movie, it's like, girl, calm down. All right.
Right. And I hope I'm not the pot calling me Ghetto Black, because my daughter's background, she probably like, are you serious?
Look,
At
I
6:30 in the
tell
morning.
everybody should have a ghetto black friend. I'm sorry. Like, you need one. They'll keep you grounded.
Yes, they will.
Let you know. Not them shoes.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Let me think. When I think of women, not you're quite the character. Let me think. Let me think. Maybe the really, really dainty ones, like, they freak out over the littlest mess, or the hair is not perfect. It's
Yeah.
like, girl, you are quite the character.
Woo.
Like,
Yes.
what about the other areas in your life? It sometimes, like, we all been there. We all been there where life is just like, everything. But you have some people that worry about that outer shell more than some issues that may be a little more important to you. Maybe you might want to focus on that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your nail polish got messed up, but
It's bigger issues
you
out
got
there.
some bigger issues going on, too.
Right. I agree with you. Quite the character. I know a few. I had a few friends like that. I'm sitting here like, girl. But I don't know. I'm a little different. Like I said, I'm a tomboy, so nothing really bothers me. It takes a lot. I have a lot of patience. So.
Yeah, me too.
Now I'm looking at them like, oh, all right.
Right. What you said, yeah. I have patience, and then I'm losing it. It's like, all right, I'll just go without you, because we are going out, so things will happen. You may step in something, you something may get messed up. I don't know what to tell you. But
Right.
Let's get back to you. So, what is the title? We didn't even get into the title of your short film.
The title is After Dusk.
Okay.
After Dusk is the title, guys. You can go watch it right now on YouTube. Just type in After Dusk and it should pop up. If not, type in my name. I go by Shan Directs on all social media platforms, but it's called After Dusk. I'm really proud of the project. We worked so hard, and I'm proud of the experience that we had as a whole. It wasn't just like we pulled up the set, grabbed the cameras, like, all right, come on, let's go. Like, no, everything was strategically planned. The experience from BTS, from the casting to every step of the way, I went through that, and it was a lot of adversity, a lot of mountains I had to climb. It was a lot of David and Goliath slingshot type moments.
Okay.
But we got it done, and it's something that I will always cherish in my career, because I never doubted the process. I just had to tell other people, keep trusting the process, because I was working with a lot of people. It was their first time working on a short film. And I just had to continue to tell them, like, yo, trust me. Like, the lead actress, Daisha, me and her was getting into it because it was her first time. This is not her first time acting. It was her first time doing a short film, and she just didn't know the process. And I try to prep her as much as I can. Like, girl, this is about to be long nights. It's not like theater. We're going to be on set maybe 12, 13 hours. And you're going to get tired and stuff like that. But I told her, I was like, look, I'm going to make you look like the baddest vixen ever on screen, but I just need you to trust me. So, we got through it. And I'm pretty sure she loved the way she looked on the scene. The dancing scenes look amazing. I didn't even know she was that good of a dancer. I knew she was a dancer, but I felt like this movie allowed a lot of people to use their creativity in the full capacity, not just with Daisha, but even to Austin Fields, who scored the film. So that was great, and it was my first time like really working with the actors, trying to help them bring their characters to life. Like me, Daisha, and Keyshawn, we called ourselves the Big Three because we was always rehearsing with each other and just getting to know each other and trust each other. And those moments I will always cherish, because like as a director, you want that type of relationship with your actor, especially your lead actors, because they're carrying the film, they're carrying us, so they're the leaders.
Yeah, and I know she's probably very happy that she did trust the process, because
I know, like you don't even have to tell me thank you, nothing. I know, I like the film is good. I know I have good taste, and I knew it was something special from the jump. Like I did 2 screenings for my peers, and the way those people reacted, I just couldn't believe it. And that's when I knew, I said, okay, I'm going to have to make sure I do my best to withhold the integrity of this project no matter what. Yeah. And just make sure that we squeeze the hell out the project, and we make sure we elevate it as much as possible so we all can benefit from it. So that's the goal. So that's the reason why it took 1.5 years to come out. I made sure I took my time editing. Right. I didn't rush it. That's right. And, you know, some people understand that, some people don't. Maybe they understand it now because a lot of people don't understand the process. But I'm excited just to hear people reactions, see people reactions, the comments. Like, girl, she was up out of there at the end and stuff like that.
Yeah,
the end. They said the girl took her envelope. I was cracking up. I was like, yeah, she was gone. Yeah, she was gone. So it's been a beautiful journey, man. Like I learned so much, and things that they don't teach you in film school, the nuances of it all. Dealing with men, you know, and not saying men is the bad, because women undermine you too. So just dealing with getting undermined from, you know, whoever look at me, because like I'm not your typical film director. When you think of a film director, it's not people's picture of me. It's not about to pop up in their head. All right. I'll let you know now. A plus size Black woman. That's not what people think, you know.
Only so I'm like closed-minded people, though. Open-minded people, it's like we're ready for whoever, whatever.
Exactly.
And I think that is a characteristic of, you know, being a creative. I don't give a crap about your background. I don't care who you sleep with. Exactly. I don't care what you do behind closed doors. That's not my business. I'm interested in what it is that you have to offer this world, you know, whatever your creative venture is. Anything else I could care. I can work with anyone. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not about that.
So, it's not about that. So you're right. Closed-minded people. So I consider myself the grit and grind unicorn, you know. So, but when I do work with people and we both got the same work ethic, and we're giving it our all, and we don't care about none of that cloud or ego. It's a beautiful thing every single time. And those are the people who I continue to work with, people who respect me, right? You know, so just respect the craft. Let's respect each other, and let's help each other. You know, because like right now at this level, nobody got paid on After Dusk. I believe 2 people got paid. The sound guy and the DP, but I didn't pay him like as far as his money. I actually paid for his traveling expenses and things like that. Gotcha. The actors didn't get paid. The other people, the crew members, I didn't get paid. Nobody got paid. So I do appreciate everybody's time and them coming out. But you know, at this level, we just couldn't afford to pay 6 or 7 actors, even though we raised money. That money went back to the film to make it look like something. That's the reason why the movie looked the way it does, because we invested in the project as a whole. Right. And they understood the process, and they understood the vision. Yep. That's what I think a lot of people don't get. Nope. At this level, as a filmmaker, it's a lot of, even to this day, I probably help somebody else on they set for free. It just depends. That's how it is with filmmakers, because we all know we're trying to break in.
Right.
But like for freelancing, that's a whole nother, like you hired me to shoot a music video or something, that's different.
Right.
But like if it's a movie and I like it and I know you do good work, we can negotiate some terms like, okay, yeah, I'll do this for free because we're grinding. Mm-hmm. We're at that level in our career where we're just grinding and trying to make it to the next level. So, but I do appreciate everybody's time and their effort to my cast and crew, because like I said, those nights was like 12 to 15 hours. Ooh. We had one 15-hour night, but it'd be like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So it was some long nights. Nights.
Yeah. Well, it shows in the work. It's definitely worth the time. It's definitely worth the time investment. And speaking of that, once again, because I'm going to ask you this a few times. I like to ask my guests a few times where people can find what it is that they're doing. So where can our listeners and viewers find After Dusk?
You guys could go watch After Dusk right now on YouTube. And the reason why we picked YouTube, because it's accessible to everybody. Mm-hmm. A toddler know how to get on YouTube. It's free. Do. Type in After Dusk and it would definitely pop up. If you don't see it, you can type in my name, Chandonay Baskins, or Shan Directs, or Story Collective Productions, and you will see it on our page. But type in After Dusk on YouTube. Watch it on the TV. Don't watch it on the iPad.
Okay.
Turn on the surround sound and get the full cinematic experience, guys.
Yeah. Yes. We're going to come back and we're going to talk to you more about Shan, about everything that you're doing, about After Dusk and where they can find it. And yeah, that is what she said right here on redmediaradio.com.
Ethereal Collection.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.
Ethereal Collection, the fashion line inspired by Red Media Radio.
All right, everybody, we're back right here on redmediaradio.com with What She Said, and we're speaking to Miss Shan. And Shan, once again, who are you and what do you do?
I am Chandonay Baskin. They call me Shan. I'm a filmmaker, director, writer, producer. That's who I am, y'all.
Okay. All right, we're going to get more into a little bit more. We learned about the filmmaking aspect. We're going to talk a little bit about the music. Before we do that, let's get these children out of the way. When we think of, you are quite the character when it comes to children. What comes to mind for you?
Quite the character. I like kids. Kids are who act too grown. Like, you ever been around? Like my niece. My niece is like 9 and she act like she's 16. I'm not playing. I don't know what's going on with these kids these days. She's quite the character, though.
What she said, like little old souls. You are so true.
Little old soul. Like I remember, I went home. She was giving me directions. Talking about TT, make a left up here, make a right. She was like 5 then. I'm looking at her like, how you know the directions to get back home?
And she got you there too, probably.
Got me there, okay.
They're so cute. I think children are quite the character, period. Even the ones, even like teenagers that swear they, like they don't need you. It's like, you really is.
Man.
You are quite
We always like that when we was teenagers.
Yeah.
Thought we was grown. I look back like, what was I thinking?
Yep. Not knowing somebody like me, like, oh, you're so cute. And I see these little teenagers acting up. I'm like, you are just too cute. You just don't know it.
Man.
Let me think. Quite the character. Well, usually I talk about my children, but it's one child that comes to mind when I think of it, and it's one of my students. This little boy was just quite the character. He, the children that think they can hold the conversation with you, like, they want a conversation. And this one little boy, I'll never forget one time he just caught me off guard completely, jumped on my lap, and I'm like, I think, what are you doing? They're like 8, 9 years old. He's like, oh, your children don't do that. Your sons don't just jump on your lap. I'm like, yeah, but they're my sons, you know, like you just jump on my lap and just chit chat in the class. Like, no, you are just sit down.
Man.
Like, you know, the kids just can't sit down, and they're so innocent about it. You know, it was nothing off about it, but it was just like, oh, she's an adult. You know, my mom is an adult. I jump on her. We all know that Miss C has a lot of children, so this must be normal to her.
Right.
So I'm just like, you are quite the character, boy. Sit down. Sit down. School's almost out. Go jump on your mom's lap.
I used to do substitute teaching, and working at the juvenile, and them kids, like, you could tell the kids was coddled and spoiled.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of difficult when you got 30 kids. You got this one kid who want to be all up under you. I'm like, boy, go to your seat.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly
go to your
what I was
seat,
doing.
boy.
Yep. Exactly. I was long-term subbing, and the children just got used to me from being there so long, you know. But yeah, they are children are so cute.
They are. They so cute. Adorable.
They're adorable. But let's get back to what you're doing, because in real life, children will take all of your time up also, but no, not on what she said. We are interviewing you right now. And so let's talk more about, you said you do music also.
Yes.
Okay,
back then. Man, so believe it or not, guys, I used to always go against stereotypes, and I used to be a rapper.
Okay.
Like, I used to be a rapper. I used to sing. I used to be in the choir, church choir, school choir, played the tuba. I used to play the tuba. One of my dreams was to be in the orchestra.
Okay.
I went to a black high school. So we had like the soul choir and a marching band. I was in the marching band. I started rapping when I was younger. It was just a hobby, but like when I got around the age of 19 to 18, that's when I started kind of taking it seriously. I actually got the chance to perform at, if you've seen 8 Mile, the movie with Eminem, I got the chance to perform at the Shelter.
Wow.
That's probably the highlights of my career.
Okay.
But yeah, I used to rap with this guy called Vada Stacks, and I used to be spitting, guys. Like, I know it look like I can't rap, but I used to be spitting some bars.
Okay.
As far as music, can I freestyle? I cannot freestyle. Okay. Like, I play around, but nah.
Okay, I was gonna have you do a freestyle about After Dusk real quick.
Let me see. I could try.
Okay.
I'm not scared. It just might suck, but somehow I can rap. Then here I come, boom, bap, tap, about to hit you with the dap. I don't know. Oh man, After Dust is out, and you know it's not whack, it's crack. About to hit your mama in the back. I don't know. I can come up with some foolish stuff like that, freestyling, but I gotta write the bars.
It's all right. It's what she said. This is the safe place. This is what we do. So now, guys, know this is what women do when we're alone. Just act crazy.
Oh man, that felt good, girl. I'm gonna go get in the studio today after this interview.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh my
but
God.
that I write a lot of music. Like, I was in the gospel group. I have a really good ear and know how to read music and write music. So like my fiance, he does the same thing too. I'm in his office. He got these guitars, and so yeah, we just make a good team. To be honest, we just complement each other very well.
Nothing like that. It's hard.
It's hard.
And you know what? I say creative. I think everybody's creative, but I'm gonna say people that really tap into their creativity. It's hard when you're in a relationship with someone who's not tapping into their creativity, and you're tapping in, and they want to live, life by America's standards, and you're like, no, I'm trying to step outside this box. And you feel dragged down. So that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I'm happy to have somebody like him, because like from the very jump, that's what connected us, was our creativity. We talked about the things we wanted to do, and we never dreamed within the box. It was always, outside the box.
Yeah.
Like we always just had very big dreams from the start, and we always supported each other. And even with this filmmaking stuff, he don't intervene. He let me handle my issues, like with the people who undermine me by myself, unless it gets a little too disrespectful. He probably step in, but he let me have that. And you know, we come home, we work together on set, so he lets me be in charge. He don't overstep me. He trusts me. He empowers me. And then I try to do the same thing for him. So that's how we got together. Really, we were just talking about our dreams and our work ethic, and we just had a lot of potential individually. So when we came together, when we were around here making we did podcasts before, radio shows, music, movies, all type of stuff. And it's just, I'm just happy to have a partner like that who understands. Like sometimes he believes in myself more than me. Like it be times I just like, man, Chris, you think I'm really doing the right thing, or am I really a director? You know how we begin. Like, you still love me? Do I look cute? Or, you know, I'm asking him, you think I'm really a director, or can I really shoot? And he's like, girl, you know. So it's great to have a partner like you said. Finding a compatible partner is so hard. And I know it hit a lot of people in 2020 when we really didn't know what was about to happen, and you were single, or the people who you thought was your friends or family, they didn't even check on you. Then you started you look at your life. A lot of people took that moment to reevaluate their life. A lot of people quit their jobs. So I'm just happy to have somebody like that, man.
Girl, give him a shout out. Give your man a shout out.
I have to give a shout out to Christopher James Smith. He is a software computer engineer, super intelligent. I call him Black Mark Zuckerberg. He's super intelligent.
Okay.
He can cook. He can do whatever he want to do. Like me, I had to, like, my area is mass comm, arts and crafts. What is it? Arts and communication. That's my whole area I thrive in. But with Chris, he really can do whatever he want to do. That's how smart he is. Not only he's smart, he's good with his hands. He can build stuff.
Wow.
He's amazing. He is amazing. Like, I'm about to cry. Yeah, he's amazing.
Oh, well, you deserve him. You deserve him.
Yeah.
And he deserves you. So that's amazing. I can just see it. Like, the energy is beautiful, Shan. It really is. And I liked how we even connected during the pre-interview. So you know, you're a beautiful person. You deserve everything. Like, you deserve everything that's coming your way. And I definitely see. And the station manager. We both see big things because he was on my heels about this interview. So congratulations to you. Brand New Radio has your back. That's our
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the support. Like, the support been so surreal, and I took a lot. It's been a long journey, and I don't know why I'm crying.
No, girl, I'm honored to have you. But let's get you back to that smile with the tears. We see that you have some awards. Why don't you talk a little bit about some of the awards you got?
Yeah, we submitted to the Black Panther International Film Festival, and we got some awards. We didn't win like the big award, but we made it to like the quarterfinalists in several categories. Best drama, best screenplay, best actor, and director. They all made it to like the quarterfinalists, and I believe the producer made it to the semifinalists. So we won a couple awards, you know, during that festival. We got into the I was about to say Austin Film Festival. We got to the San Antonio Black International Film Festival, which it was an honor, because like getting to these film festivals was hard, because like business wise, don't nobody want to accept a 20-minute movie. So if your movie going to be 20 minutes, it has to be spectacular, minimal mistakes, because business wise, they want more movies. And 20-minute movie that take up about 3 or 4 slots, because the perfect time would be around 7 minutes. So Yeah, so I was honored because I went to Tennessee State University, which is the HBCU, and my movie got the chance to screen at the HBCU in Texas. So it was like a really happy moment for me because, like, I love HBCUs. I love the Black community. You know, I love everybody. Like, but it's just, you know, it hits different. It's like a different world, just that whole space. So yeah, it was a great moment. Absolutely. So I was very proud because I felt like a lot of people didn't listen, or a lot of people thought I was just talking, you know, like how I talk now. I'm very passionate. A lot of people, maybe in their life, people let them down, or they never seen somebody say what they was going to do. But everything we had laid down for After Dusk, we wrote out the goals. We achieved it. We really did. So it's just like, don't want to get churchy, but praise God, all glory to God.
Absolutely.
Like, all glory to God. Like, I'm just so happy. It's probably why I'm crying. I'm just so happy and just been celebrating since the release and gearing up for what's next. And it was worth it. It was worth it.
Yes. Well, what would be, before we close this out, because you are an example, what would be your best advice you could give anyone who feels like, okay, this isn't going anywhere? Like you said, trust the process. What would be your best advice to give them as a whole, as just life advice on their journey, as far as personality, feelings, mindset? What would be your advice to give other creatives or people on a journey?
My advice, the best advice, will always to trust the process, go through the process. There are certain things, if you want to achieve, you can't go up over it, you can't go under it, you have to go through it. What I mean by that, being a filmmaker, starting out, I sucked. I had to go through that phase of me sucking in order for me to be at this very moment. Always trust the process. It will never fail you. Be relentless. I'm very relentless with my goals. I'm very relentless with my dreams. Nothing's going to stop me, right? Also, if you say you're going to do something, don't halfway do it. Always give 110%. Always, because you're going to do yourself a disservice if you don't. Don't even waste your time. If you're going to do something, you know you'll get 50%. Don't even waste your time, and don't waste other people's time. Like, so just give it your all. Don't leave no crumbs on the table. Eat the whole plate in the silverware. That would be my advice. And also surround yourself with like-minded people. Your net worth is your network. So surround yourself with like-minded people. Don't surround yourself with people who's trying to undermine you, or girl, you doing too much, or why are you doing that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's the reason why I'm doing this, or I'm up here and you down there, you know? So just surround yourself by positive people. Keep your ego in check. I'm very humble. I believe in humility is power, because like when I think about Jesus, he was very humble, and he was Jesus.
What she said,
you know, he could have been like, I'm Jesus.
No, he was what very, you believe in, who you call your higher power, whatever.
Humility across the board. Like, no matter if you're a Christian or whatever, it's always about being humble. So I would say, just, and like, even when you think about Beyonce or Michael Jackson, I don't see Michael Jackson and Beyonce bragging about like themselves. They always let their work speak for yourself. So let your work speak for yourself. And just work hard.
That's right. What she said.
Work hard.
She said. Yes. What she said. And usually I give my last piece of, but I'm not following up with that. I'm not, because you are a very special guest. This is your moment. This is your time to shine. I am so looking forward to watching the journey. It was an honor having you on here, Shan. But before we let the viewer, you're welcome. Before we let the viewers and listeners go, where can they find your work on YouTube?
Guys, you can find my work on YouTube. Type in After Dusk. It should pop up. If you don't see it, type in Shan Directs. It will pop up on YouTube. After Dusk short. Go watch it now. Great movie, but I'm a little biased because it's coming from me. But from the feedback, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. Go watch it. You can also Follow me on social media platforms at Shan Directs across the board, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Also, my indie studio, Story Collector Productions. Girl, you got me all in my feelings.
Girl, this
I'm all in my feelings.
This is your time to shine.
But storycollectorproductions.com, Story Collector Productions on all social media. The @ is Collect a Story because Story Collector Productions is way too long. But yeah, follow us, guys. Watch the movie, support this podcast. Red Media, support them. I support what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
I'm just happy to be in this space. Like, I'm grateful. I just want to continue to make movies, break into the industry as a writer, and just continue to be great, man. That's it.
You are. Well, until next time, Shan, I'll be reaching out to you every time you do something. I'll be reaching out to you to come back. And you have our support here.
Thank you, guys.
Great job. Keep shining. Keep being the beautiful, amazing woman that you are.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Until next time, this has been What She Said. Tune in to make sure you check out After Dusk on YouTube. It is amazing. You won't be let down. But until next time.
You cannot be a believer until you see your old life and the misery thereof and want to change.
You will find true success and happiness if you have only one goal. There really is only one, and that is this: to fulfill the highest, most truthful expression of yourself as a human being. You want to max out your humanity by using your energy to lift yourself up, your family, and the people around you. Theologian Howard Thurman said it best. He said, "Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and then go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive."